Alright. Reviewing that. Hmm. Small thing. Keep your gun up here. When you, do this, keep your gun up. There's a guy on rock, I'm pretty sure. And some missed it. Just want to look at the scoreboard. Alright. Alright, one more thing here. I'm gonna go back to the beginning a little bit. You're pushing up here. You're kind of in the open for a bit too long here. I would be trying to get into cover. Like, you kind of went back here, but this is still in the open. Probably would have done is instead of pushing up here, you can go behind here, get some cover, wrap around. Like this worked in this lobby because there's a bunch of low levels and it doesn't really not really getting punished for it. But in some lobbies where people know how to play the game, you don't want to be in the open for that long. Just generally.
My gosh, dude.
I don't know how far I was actually. Okay, I think I was there.
My gosh, dude.
Yeah, you're running out of the open here. You should not be doing that. Okay, also, why were you looking back? What? It's like, yeah, you shoot these guys and this guy's brain dead. Then you should have died there. You really should have. I get glancing over there a little bit, but you held your eyes there for way too long. This is a more immediate threat. I would be way more focused on looking here. And again, gun up. Okay. You're doing the same play. Granted, it's been working, but just be aware that in better lobbies, people might be trying to counteract that. Hold up. Okay, you notice two here at least. Okay, now you see the third. I wouldn't have full swung out. That feels kind of stupid. Respectfully, like you see these guys. Instead of running out, I would have just kind of swung back and like held door. Or you wrap around the other side because you don't want to swing around to three people. You just don't fight that. See a guy on top of rock. He has cover and angle advantage. You don't. Generally, what you do is just not that. You see the guys on top of rock, try to get cover to fight it, or just ignore it, or like try to get closer over here, or on the other side to an angle it's easier to fight it. Don't just fight it head on.
My goodness, dude.
And definitely don't peek it again. Look where that yellow line is. I'm pretty sure I saw it to your right. Stop trying to nade the guy off rock. It's not gonna work. Okay, your game sense needs a lot of work. Like, you're too focused on this guy. Like over here, like you're only focused on him. There's a lot going on around you. I'm like, you're too focused on him. Ignore him. He's one guy. It doesn't matter. Look where the yellow line is. He's in the red house. Pushing up in there is always a gamble. How could this be played better? Well, okay. This is a weird situation. But you can assume no one's in this because you can't see them through the window. They could maybe be really tucked into the corner. Oh, fuck. But I don't think so. Where the fuck was I? So, when you swing this, and you, first of all, your gun's not up. Second of all, you're not checking the other corner. The first thing you should be doing is checking the other corner. You need, I wouldn't even be mad if you just check that corner they're in there because you do have to kind of guess, but the better guess would be the left side. You should have your gun up and basically be pre-firing left side or at least pre-aiming. Not walking in forward with your gun down and then bring it up. You need to stop doing this. This is not a good plan. You're in the wide open right now. Stop fighting that. Oh, you got it that time. But generally, seriously, stop fighting on that rock from that angle. You died already there like 3 times trying to fight that. You got him that time. But he's just going to go back up there. It is not worth throwing grenades there, man. You were being actively pushed. Like, you knew that, too. Like, you come down here. You see these guys. You see him pushing. Why are you throwing nades? He just... Yeah, okay. Instead of that, don't back into the corner. Back up. Fight a different angle. Like, he's just going to pre-fire you. You're going to have a disadvantage in this fight. Even if your nade did get him afterward, not worth it. What the fuck were you shooting at before? That's just the rock. And yeah, stop walking on the open. Especially if someone's playing rock. This is a dumb play. Oh, the fuck? Sure, who cares? Like, wrap around, do anything different. Stop. Yeah, he has the angle advantage there. You're not winning that.
Yo, can anybody hear me?
Just stop doing it.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm moving in big
Stop.
moving in big house, moving in big house.
Hold up. I'm not sure where I was. Before that,
Yo,
it
can
was here.
anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm moving in big house, moving in big house, moving in big house. Somebody in big house, somebody's in big house.
Not a bad push. But something like that would just not work in a lobby that, you know, has less single digit levels. Because, coming up here. Do you manage to kill him? And then him. He should have killed you, but, you know, people miss, that's fine. The minute you're swinging up here, this is dumb. If you can have full commit to something like that after you killed someone who knows how to play the game, which you did, you know you did, and it was a while, and like a while ago, means a few seconds ago, means it's time to respawn. You either need to full commit to it, or back up a little bit, but before you commit to swinging their spawn. There are other ways you can maybe outplay them, but in the situation you're in, not really. Nice. I'm gonna watch that actually. Nice. Nice. There's a guy there, yeah, nice. Okay, that nade was not worth it. You could have easily died peeking out of there. There's a guy behind you, right? Yeah, okay. They just didn't know you were there. Okay, you pretty sure this is one of the guys that generally knows how to play the game, so yeah. Now you have to be wary that someone knows how to play the game, knows where you are. Same thing here. I like this. I like this wrapping around. It's interesting. That was a really good play in theory. I thought he would push you. Oh, good. Okay, now I know he's there. This is not the route I would take. I would have gone the other way because you were exposed for way too long there. But, you know, you did. That's like it. How in the shit? Oh, that guy didn't have his gun loaded. Okay. Okay, please get into cover. Oh, good. Okay, nose up there. Stop fighting it. You have like almost no time left anyway. Not sure what you're doing here. Okay. I actually don't mind this push right now only because it's the last few seconds. Okay. You have a lot of things of just like ego peeking, things you can't win. Trying to ego peek people on rocks that have a highly, I put this, have a really big advantage in the fight. I was like, just don't do that. Simply, just don't peek it or peek it at a different angle where you're not as much as a disadvantage. Grenade throwing is subpar. Hate to break it to you. Throwing grenades is more. It's a tool. It's usually used for stalling, or if you know a lot of people are gonna be pushing you. It's not. You like there's one time you ran out of building to throw a grenade into their spawn. Yes, you got one, but that was like a 50-50 chance you would get one, and you were exposed for a long time. You could have just gotten shot. Not worth doing. you do tend to do the same play a lot, which I don't hate because in my experiences, the same play can be very effective as long as they don't figure out how to counter it, which they weren't really, but they also kind of were with people on rocks. That's when you switch it up a little bit. Like, you and I don't go through the same thing the entire game. You didn't, but you did mostly the same thing the entire game. I would have tried pushing fully on the left, fully on the right, and a little bit instead of just fully pushing mid. Especially because going on the left gives you a really good view of the rock, and getting people off of the rock. It's also just a great place to play without being like exposed to spawn in a way. And on the right, I don't know if I recommend it to you just because you're on AK, but it's great for if you know how to fight angle advantages, if you know like how to do that. Great for M4, and it can work for Moss users that know how. Especially with the walls you can like walk up on in the house. Not bad. Your aim's not bad. It could be a bit better, but it's not bad. And you generally, another thing I noticed that you're really focused on target. Like there are times like where you kind of just you're ignoring everything around you, just trying to go for one guy, and that's just not how you can play aim. Sometimes you have to like actually be aware of your surroundings and know when like there's gonna be threats. And also, people are gonna be in places you no way of knowing they're there. But sometimes you can figure it out from sound cues, gunshots, your teammates, even like kill feeds sometimes. Like a bit more advanced, but if you see a guy get like 4 kills in kill feed, chances are he's close to your spawn. If it's on the other team, obviously. I mean, it could not be. They could have killed 4 that were like in mid, but it's more likely they're close to your spawn. Other things like that. Game sense a little bit off. Aim's decent. Aim's pretty good. You need to know what fights to take and when to really use grenades correctly. Also, some situations you just did the exact wrong thing. You could have like that one time you like tucked into a corner when someone's pushing you and try to throw a grenade out there. If you thought he was going to kill you no matter what I would have done, drop a grenade at door and run back. Yeah, that's really all I have right now. There are some other smaller things, but I'm not gonna go over all of those right now. Again, aim's pretty good though. Just need to work on that game sense, knowing what fights to take, and positioning was a big one actually. You didn't know like your positioning was pretty shit. You're always exposed to a lot of angles. But you know, it's not bad. You went 46 and 18. It wasn't the hardest lobby, but not bad, man. All right, peace.